Ngozi was the perfect wife, or so everyone believed. She greeted neighbors with a warm smile, cooked delicious meals, and treated her husband Emeka with respect. Their home seemed peaceful, but there was one person who didn't quite belong in her perfect picture: Emeka's younger brother, Chinedu. He had come to stay with them in the city just until he could stand on his own. But weeks turned into months, and months turned into years. To Emeka, it was normal. To help your brother is your duty, but to Ngozi, it was becoming a problem. Chinedu was quiet, observant. He noticed things. The money Ngozi secretly kept aside, the late-night phone calls she whispered through, and one evening, a strange man dropping her off near the house. He said nothing, but his silence made Ngozi uncomfortable. Because deep down, she knew Chinedu had seen too much. Ngozi couldn't take the risk. As long as Chinedu stayed, her secrets were not safe. So one night, she made a decision. A dangerous one. A lie powerful enough to destroy a life. Ngozi screamed from the bedroom. Her voice shook the entire house. "Emeka, come quickly!" Emeka rushed in, only to find his wife on the floor, crying, her wrapper torn. "What happened?" Ngozi pointed toward the door, shaking. "Your brother, he tried to force himself on me." Chinedu stood frozen. "What? That's not true," he shouted. "I didn't do anything." But Ngozi cried louder, trembling like a victim. "He came into the room. I fought him. I barely escaped." Emeka's face changed, from confusion to anger, cold anger. "Get out," Emeka said quietly. "Brother, please, you know me," Chinedu begged. "I would never do such a thing." "Get out," Emeka roared. And just like that, without proof, without questions, Chinedu was thrown out of the house, not just as a brother, but as a disgrace. Days passed. The house became quiet again. Ngozi smiled more, acted normal, as if nothing had happened, as if a man's life had not just been destroyed. But the truth has a way of coming back. One afternoon, Emeka returned home earlier than usual. As he approached the door, he heard laughter, a man's voice. His heart skipped. Slowly, he opened the door, and there she was, Ngozi in another man's arms, the same man, the one Chinedu had once seen. "Emeka," Ngozi whispered in shock. But it was too late. Everything made sense. The lies, the accusation, the sudden drama. "You framed him," Emeka said, his voice breaking. "You destroyed my brother? For this?" Ngozi fell to her knees, speechless, guilty. That night, Emeka sat alone in the dark, the weight of his actions crushing him. He had chosen a lie, over his own blood. And somewhere far away, Chinedu walked alone, carrying pain, rejection, and betrayal. Not from a stranger, but from his own brother.